It's awesome that you came over and said hello to me. I really appreciate you finding me standing right here after I just did the live shot. If you don't know, this is Mauricio Montenegro, father of two of the greatest USM baseball players in history, obviously, right? I think you'd have to agree with that one.
Well, I don't know greatest. I mean, they love their USM, their Golden Eagles, so that's enough for us.
You've got Gabe Montenegro, who factually now is played the most games for the Golden Eagles of any player in history. He's in his 6th year, actually, because of the redshirt year, the COVID year, and then he's gotten to play. And Rodrigo in his 1st year here, so that's awesome that they are getting to play together. One thing we didn't get to talk about the other day was the fact that you've been here. You've been at their practices, you've been at the games, watching both your sons play. What must that experience be like? It's kind of like you get to sit back and just relax and, watch these guys do their thing.
Yeah, you would think it's a relaxing time, but it's not. I mean, I've been around the team for a long time now. I like to be at practices and at games and everything, and but it's nerve-wracking watching them play too. I mean, all their at-bats, now that Rodrigo is here and he gets to catch, and then he's into every pitch, wild pitches, and signal calling and plays at the plate, and it's nerve-wracking, really, not relaxing.
Oh, I gotta ask you, when I was in Little League, and anyone is, you always got that parent kind of feeling that, like, oh, I don't want my kid to get hit with the ball or something, right? And so he's catching, they're literally throwing it at him. You ever, get that worry? Like, is that father part still in you, that you're like, oh my gosh, don't let my kid sliding get injured or something, or catch the ball right, please?
It really is not. I mean, I've been watching them a long time now, and this is like big boy baseball now, so yeah. I don't get too worried about them being hit. The time I really got worried was when Gabe was hit in the eye that time, about a couple months ago. That really worried me a little, because he didn't get up for a while there, but. Other than that, I just try to enjoy them. It's tough to enjoy your kids playing when you know they're being watched by so many people and trying to do good.
Right. Of course, they're playing phenomenal with this team also, and the whole story we did the other day with them, and it was so great to talk to them, both very well spoken, was about how they're literally brothers, but the whole team feels like brothers. And you have a rich baseball history too, playing baseball for the Guatemala National Team too. So when you're watching this Golden Eagles team, when you look at your sons, what do you see? And when you look at this whole team right now, what has it been for them too as a group that's made them so successful?
Oh man, baseball is such a game of, like, for today, for example, with all the weather delays and everything, and all the bus rides and everything, it's your family for a long time. I mean, these kids they're gonna be their brothers forever, and the time they spend together with their coaches, with their teammates, they too are brothers, like blood brothers, but the other guys are like their teammates and brothers and family members for forever. That's really how it is.
Right. We were just talking about something interesting a moment ago, which is you were telling me that it wasn't actually something that you thought would happen, that the two of them would play on the same Division I college baseball team together. Playing Division I baseball is so unlikely anyway. Yeah. Not many student athletes leave high school and go on to play college at all. But the fact that it wasn't even like, okay, Gabe's here, so let's try and get Rodrigo here. It was kind of like a situation just worked out.
Yeah, you don't decide that. I mean, it's just fate and I guess the power. I mean, the hand of God getting them together here one last time. It had to be COVID year too, because Gabe wouldn't be here if not for COVID. So that had to be a little bit of something to do with the situation. So you don't decide that. It's just we've been blessed, really, with this.
Right. Gabe in his 6th year here as the COVID redshirt senior, technically.
It's incredible. It's incredible, really. Uh-huh.
And then Rodrigo playing his 1st season here after playing 2 seasons. And I believe he redshirted during one of the seasons at Western Oklahoma, right?
One of these years plus the COVID year. So that everything got mixed together to make it happen. Really,
So what do you? Let me ask you this, because not only with your baseball experience, but as the father of the two, what are you proudest of when you see this happen? We told the whole story, and it's one thing to tell the story about what's going on, but from your perspective, just like what are you proudest of in this whole moment?
I mean, just the effort and the sacrifice that these two kids did through all their lives to make this happen, because Guatemala is a very small country, and baseball is very, very, very small. It's a country with just one little league. I don't know, maybe 20 teams in the whole country. And every time I come to the U.S. and see all those fields and all those kids playing baseball, the odds for them making it to D1 baseball it's not. We're not very good, and so it speaks to their effort, their sacrifice, their willingness to leave family behind, because they came over here when they were 16, 17 years old. That's hard too. I mean, leaving behind your family to chase your dreams.
Right, and I know that one question I've been asked a lot throughout my young years growing up, and I'm sure people are always asking, like, interviews and things, where do you see yourself in a year? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? When you were playing baseball as a kid and growing up, and you were doing your own thing, did you ever see this coming? How much of this were you hoping for to be a reality in the future, or could you have predicted any of this ever?
Well, when they were little, me and my wife, her being also an athlete, we wanted them to be athletes of some sorts, and baseball was the easy one because it was something that I knew how to do, and we have the baseball academy in Guatemala. So, but I didn't envision. I mean, we wanted them to get to the highest level possible, and if this is it, I mean, we've enjoyed it like nobody else has enjoyed it.
Awesome. Well, the game's about to start, so I got one more thought for you, which is, with someone of the history of sports that you have, being connected to it, and your wife and your kids now, what do you think people learn from sports? What do you think the biggest takeaway is from participating in athletics, no matter whether they wind up going pro or not? Like, what do you hope your kids take out of something like this, or anyone's kids from Little League on?
Yeah, just the ups and downs that life itself has, and trying to be level with life and level with whatever. Whenever you're down, you don't stay down. You try to get up, and whenever you're up, you just try to level and keep things even keel. Life's just a roller coaster, and this same thing with baseball and sports.
All right, so next time I pick up a bat, I hope some of this, the words rub off on me, and I can maybe, wiffle ball. I'll try out some wiffle ball. But hey, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for taking the time on camera, too.
Thank you, David.